Now, welcome back to the Prospect Hut, and of course, in this channel we talk about Mets prospects, and on this channel we talk about at number 7 from Amazing Avenue, outfielder first baseman Ryan Clifford comes in at number 7. But before we get into this video, I need you to hit the subscribe button and like this video. Top 25 Mets prospects of 2025, Ryan Clifford number 7. Now, the last video we did one on Luis Angel Acuna. Next on their list is a first baseman, but he's plays the outfield too. A North Carolina native, Ryan Clifford attended Leesville Road High School, public school in Raleigh. As a freshman, he had a .526 on-base percentage and 4 home runs. Hit 4 home runs in 21 games. Huh? What? Like he said, I think he means 4 home runs. Despite the COVID-19 pandemic forcing the 2020 baseball season to end early, Gatorade continued their tradition of awarding an award to the best high school player from each state. And the 2020 Gatorade Player of the Year award went to Clifford, who hit .692 of 3 home runs in 4 games. After his sophomore season, he transferred to the Pro 5 Baseball Academy in Apex, North Carolina, a program that has sent nearly 90% of its students either to college to play baseball or straight to the pros out of the MLB draft. There, Clifford and his family reasoned he would be able to get year-round training and exposure and preparation for a professional baseball career. Over the next 2 years, his profile would rise and his name would commonly be bandied about by scouts and evaluators for his work at workouts and in exhibition games across the showcase circuit. Not that his name was an unknown one, as he was on the gold medal winning 12U and 15U U.S. national teams in 2015 and 2018 respectively. Cliff was considered one of the better high school bats in the draft class, but his slightly older age relative to his peers, coupled less impressive than expected numbers in his junior and senior seasons, and his commitment to Vanderbilt University caused him to fall through the cracks and drop down the board. The Mets were high on him and were considering drafting him a high round thanks to their 2 first-round picks and additional qualifying offer free agent compensation round pick in the 2022 MLB draft, but weren't able to make the money work with the higher priority players they were already deciding to draft. Finally, in the 11th round, the Houston Astros selected him 343rd overall selection. Astros scouting director Chris Gross was initially unsure if the team would be able to find the financial flexibility to sign Clifford, but knew they had to try when he dropped all the way to the 11th round. Ultimately, they were able to buy him out of his commitment to Vanderbilt, signing him to $1.256 million. Much like the Mets' strategy in a handful of recent drafts, the Astros were able to find an additional funds to sign Clifford by shaving small amounts from the bonuses offered to the players selected with their first 10 picks. Clifford made his professional debut later that summer with the Florida Complex League Astros Orange. Astros Florida Complex League team. Appearing in 13 games, he went 8 for 36, with 3 doubles, a home run, 12 walks to 16 strikeouts. He was promoted to the Single-A Fayette Woodpeckers in the Carolina League and finished out the season going 11 for 41, with 2 doubles and a home run. All in all, his professional debut went well, as he hit .247 with 5 doubles, 2 home runs, 2 stolen bases, 22 walks to 31 strikeouts. He began the 2023 season with the Woodpeckers and spent 25 games with them before being promoted to High A Asheville Taurus in May. Clifford was phenomenal, hitting .337 in 25 games with 5 doubles, 2 home runs, and 3 stolen bases, believe it or not. For as good as the 19-year-old was, he was just scratching the surface. In the 2.5 months he played with the Taurus from mid-May until the end of July, Clifford had .271 in 58 games with 11 doubles, 16 home runs, 1 stolen base, and 21 walks, 61 strikeouts. On August 1st, the Mets traded Justin Verlander to the Astros and received Clifford and former Taurus teammate Drew Gilbert in return. Clifford was assigned to the Brooklyn Cyclones and finished out the season there, hitting .188 with 4 doubles, 6 home runs. All in all, for all 3 teams, he hit .262 with 20 doubles, 24 home runs, and 64 walks to 140 strikeouts. Clifford was one of 5 teenagers in all of minor league baseball with 20 or more home runs in 2023. He hit the ball as hard as virtually anyone in his age group, 90th percentile exit velocity of 107.1 miles per hour. Clifford returned to the Cyclones to start the 2024 season. While the numbers did not exactly jump off the page, he was solidly above average in the 31 games he played there. The 21-year-old hit .216 for .412 on base percentage, .304 slugging percentage, with 6 doubles and 1 home run. His power number was suffering, and his walk rate benefiting from a weak Brooklyn Cyclones lineup that made it easy to pitch around the young slugger. When he was promoted to the Binghamton Rome Ponies in mid-May, Clifford began showing up the plus power that makes him so dangerous as a hitter and capable of carrying an entire team for days at a time. Appearing in 98 games, Clifford hit .231 with 21 doubles, 18 home runs. On the whole, he had a combined .228 in 129 games on the season with 27 doubles, 19 home runs, 95 walks to 160 strikeouts. His walk total led the minor league system, while his home run and strikeout total both placed him in third. At the plate, 6'3", 200-pound Clifford stands square at the plate, holding his hands at his head and angling his bat head at 10 o'clock. His swing with a slight kick toe tap without much of a load or weight transfer. His left-hand stroke is smooth, efficient, and quick, producing light tower power, but it is also long and inefficient against pitches in the upper half of the zone and pitched to a premium velocity. While the raw power is easily plus, the swing and miss issues will make it difficult to fully tap into barring mechanical changes. He does have an advanced approach to the plate as compared to most other players his age, making smart swing decisions, working counts, and focusing on pitches he can drive. But many of the walks he drew in the lower levels of the minor leagues were from facing pitchers with either no interest in facing him head-on or from pitchers with poor command. For this reason, Clifford can sometimes be too passive at the plate when pitchers do not show pinpoint control, working himself into unfavorable counts by coming up to the plate with the intention of not swinging at anything questionable or borderline. Almost 2/3 of his 99 hits came with 2 strikes, and his chase rate virtually doubled in those situations. Defensively, Clifford provides little value at any of the positions that he's played. In the outfield, he's a net neutral fielder, buoyed by his strong arm. His speed is fringy at best, and based on his body type as he ages, he will likely lose additional athleticism and range. His read of the ball off the bat and the routes that he takes in the field of ball is suboptimal, and more work needs to be put in to improve both. His work at first base is also not great, and he needs to improve his receiving abilities and his reactions to quick plays. So this is the scouting report. This is kind of what I thought it would be. He has a lot of work to do. But the potential is quite high. He's a guy that will hit for power in the majors if he gets here. But he has a lot of work. He might be a DH long term. He might not be a player that's on the field. I know people have talked about him a lot this offseason, that he'd be the future first baseman. But just reading his scan report, specifically his defensive work, he needs a lot of work, and that's concerning to me, because you want to see young players play on the field. You don't want them DHing, because then they get, I don't know, it's just, I know most people don't want that. Major league players don't want to be DHs coming right out of the minor leagues. You want to be able to play the field a little bit, but he has a lot of work to do defensively. Now, he has been compared to Lucas Duda, but Lucas Duda was a pretty good first baseman. He was able to catch everything, and his arm was pretty good for a first baseman. But he might be a little less than that. Well, you let me know what you think about this video. And, of course, we have 6 more prospects on Amazing Avenues list, and there are other lists that are going to come out. Still waiting for the big one from MLB.com, and I'll have that all for you here at the Prospect Hut, and I'll see you later.